and we've got the University of California Berkeley B on the left-hand side of your picture, from all the way over on the west coast of the States, going up against Oxford Brookes and Taurus in the Buck Station on the right-hand side of your picture. And again, I think this Brookes and Taurus crew are ones to keep a beady eye on in this Visitors Challenge Cup.
Yeah, I think even from this angle you can tell their blades are super in time, super symmetrical. I think the Cal Berkeley crew looks a little bit less in time and a little bit more disjointed. That's not to say it's not going to work for them, but it just looks like this Brookes Taurus crew is very smooth.
Well, the Cal A crew got knocked out this morning to Leander in the Visitors Challenge Cup. We watched that happen. So this B crew, I'm not sure if they'll have known that result before boating, but going up against this mighty quartet from Brookes and Taurus may have rattled them a little bit with nerves, because they know that Brookes have just had a sensational season coming into this fall. A few of these athletes back from the United States of America. Jamie Copas in the bow seat there. He's been rowing and trialling for the US national team. He went to the World Championships last year in the US lightweight men's quad. Joined also in front of him by Tom Horncastle, who was at Harvard this year and raced in the Harvard 1V at the IRA. So he's returning also back from the United States of America, and joining both Max Mills and Alex Nicol, the Brookes boys, in the stern pair.
Yeah, a lot of American experience across these two fours, and I guess it is hard when you might hear that your A crew's been knocked out, and it can knock your confidence. But I think knowing that they have such strong eights program, you know, you break them down into two fours. I wonder if the fours are that similar or dissimilar, so they still could be a very dominant four.
Just having a little look there at this Brookes four, and actually I think Tom Horncastle's bumped himself up into the 3 seat, so a little bit of a switch around from the entered crew on paper here in this Brookes and Taurus Visitors 4. Let's have a little shout out to the Cal B crew. Still a very good pedigree, I must say. This B crew has been part of the sort of Cal program that's been placing third at the IRAs in that 1V event just a few weeks ago. And also, important to note, a couple of under-23s on board who went to the under-23 World Championships, both Robbie Prosser in this crew, alongside Harry Manton, the Australian, in the 2 seats. So lots of international vests. And a little wobble there. I think they just caught a little bit of wash, and maybe it's the wash that's being pushed back from the Brookes crew, because the flag went straight up there from the umpire, Grace.
It did. It looks like the Brookes crew sort of moved into the middle, and far enough into the middle, even though they're in front, they're going to get that warning, because it can be tricky to roll in another crew's wash, so you want to keep it fair, but it looks like they've sort of righted their direction. But yeah, very international pedigree across these two crews, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of viewers from all over the side, different sides of the world, getting up at all very, very different hours if you're getting up in Australia.
Yes, if you're tuning in from Australia, hello. We've had an Australia win this morning in the women's pairs event, but unfortunately Harry Manton, as part of this Cal crew, looking like he has a mountain to climb to try and get back into contention here in this race. But what a great performance here from Brookes and Taurus, as we were perhaps anticipating from them. And a little bit of maybe sort of, I would say, aggressive steering, but good steering from Jamie Copas to push that wash back to Cal.
Yeah, you can get away with a little bit here when you're in the front. You sort of want to make the most of it as well. But yeah, I really, really liked how the Brookes crew rode. I think they did it really well, and they made it look quite easy, and they were very connected, very patient. So I'm looking forward to how they progress through this regatta.